you are being watched, evaluated, and measured every single second of your existence. The world does not reward the honest, the transparent, or the loud. It exploits them. Welcome back to Obsidian Psyche. If you want to master human behavior, you must learn to hide who you are, what you want, and where you are going. Niccolo Machiavelli understood a fundamental truth of human nature. Men are so simple, and so much conditioned by immediate necessity, that a deceiver will always find someone who lets himself be deceived. When you expose your intentions, you give the world a target to shoot at. You hand your enemies a roadmap to destroy your ambitions. Most people crave validation, so they broadcast their dreams, their strategies, and their desires to anyone who will listen. But the powerful few move in total darkness. They execute in silence and let their results make the noise. In this video, you will learn the 8 Machiavellian mind rules that will teach you how to conceal your motives, control every room you enter, and become completely unpredictable. Rule number 1. Always mask your true motives. Human beings are pattern-seeking creatures. When someone understands what you want, they immediately calculate how to profit from it, or how to stop you from achieving it. If you enter a negotiation showing desperate desire, you lose all leverage. You must cultivate a front, display an interest in something irrelevant, to draw attention away from your actual target. Sun Tzu famously wrote that all warfare is based on deception. When able to attack, we must seem unable. When using our forces, we must appear inactive. If you want a promotion, never talk about the promotion. Talk about your dedication to the process. If you are building something in secret, act as though your life is entirely ordinary. By throwing off smoke screens, you force others to react to a phantom, while you quietly move the real pieces across the chessboard. Rule number 2. Never react emotionally to provocation. Marcus Aurelius stated that you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The moment you lose your composure, you hand over control of your mind to the person provoking you. Weak individuals use anger, outrage, and defensiveness because they lack internal discipline. Machiavelli warned that hatred and contempt are the 2 most dangerous emotions a ruler can provoke or display. When someone insults you or attempts to push your buttons, do not offer them the satisfaction of a reaction. Maintain an unreadable expression. Pause before speaking. Force them to fill the quiet with their own anxiety. Silence is not weakness. Silence is an unbreachable wall. When you control your emotional output, you control the dynamic of every interaction. Rule number 3. Use tactical, unpredictable behavior. People feel safe when they can predict your next move. Predictability leads to disrespect, and disrespect leads to subjugation. Friedrich Nietzsche noted that the individual has always had to struggle to keep from being overwhelmed by the tribe. If you act the same way every day, follow the same routine, and express the exact same opinions, you become easy to manage and easily outmaneuvered. Break your own patterns deliberately. Change your demeanor without warning. Agree when they expect you to argue. Remain silent when they expect you to defend yourself. By introducing calculated unpredictability into your conduct, you induce subtle paranoia in those around you. They will spend their energy trying to decipher your motives, rather than plotting against you. Rule number 4. Speak less than necessary. Robert Greene observed that when you try to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear, and the less in control. Powerful people intimidate and impress by saying less. The more you talk, the more likely you are to reveal a flaw, slip up, or surrender vital information. When you answer questions, keep your responses concise, direct, and ambiguous enough to leave room for interpretation. Let other people talk. Humans have an innate discomfort with silence and will blabber endlessly just to fill the void, exposing their weaknesses, desires, and insecurities to you. Listen aggressively. Collect intelligence. Never hand over your own. Rule number 5. Control the narrative by controlling your reputation. Machiavelli emphasized that everyone sees what you appear to be, but few experience what you really are. Your reputation is the primary shield protecting you from attack. If your reputation is built on reliability, quiet competence, and calm authority, people will think twice before attempting to cross you. Do not let others define who you are in the minds of the collective. Carefully curate the traits you allow the public to see. If you need to appear ruthless, ensure one decisive action is witnessed by many. If you need to appear benevolent, perform a grand gesture of generosity in full view. Once a reputation for strategic power is established, half your battles are won before they even begin. Rule number 6. Create dependencies. Never owe debts. Carl Jung taught that until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. In human dynamics, power lies with the person who is needed, not the person who needs. If you make yourself indispensable to an organization, a partner, or a group, you retain total autonomy. Never allow yourself to become dependent on someone else's goodwill, resources, or approval. Instead, cultivate skills, knowledge, and positioning that others cannot replicate. Make them rely on you for their security, success, or stability. When you hold the keys to their survival, you never need to ask for permission. Rule number 7. Strike at the root, not the branches. When facing opposition or conflict, most people waste time dealing with symptoms. They argue over petty details and battle low-level proxies. Machiavelli instructed that if an injury has to be done to a man, it should be so severe that his vengeance need not be feared. Do not engage in minor disputes that drain your energy and reveal your capabilities. Identify the core source of the problem, or the leader of the opposition, and neutralize their influence completely. Whether through strategic isolation, exposing their flaws, or rendering them irrelevant, strike where it matters most. Cut the root, and the tree dies on its own. Rule number 8. Master the art of timing. Nothing kills a flawless strategy faster than poor timing. Impatience is a flaw of the emotional mind. The powerful understand how to wait without growing anxious. They observe the changing tides, monitor the weaknesses of their adversaries, and wait for the precise moment when success is guaranteed. Machiavelli noted that fortune is a woman, and it is necessary, if you wish to master her, to conquer her by force and boldness. But boldness without timing is suicide. Learn to suppress your urge for immediate gratification. Wait until the trap is fully set, until your opponent is completely exposed, and then act with absolute, unyielding force. To dominate your reality, you must abandon the childish belief that transparency brings respect. Transparency brings vulnerability. By mastering these 8 Machiavellian mind rules, you shield your ambitions from those who wish to see you fail. Hide your intentions, mask your emotions, master your timing, and force the world to react to your success rather than your plans. You must choose whether to be the chess player or the piece being moved. Stop explaining. Start doing. Stay silent. Stay strong. If this insight resonated with you, subscribe to Obsidian Psyche right now. Leave a comment below with your thoughts, or share how you plan to execute these principles. The world belongs to those who master themselves before trying to master others. Think deeper. Feel less. Know more.